ICE breaking into them black folks' homes in Chicago took a lot of people by surprise. And it wouldn't have had you understood what ICE really was about. They are the apprehension wing of private prison corporations, Geo Group and CoreCivic, who saw windfall profits when Trump got elected. Oh, you didn't know? Let's go into it. Literal day after election, CoreCivic stock rose 29%. Geo Group stock rose 42%. Because they knew what was about to happen. They knew that there would be a revival in private prisons in 2024 because that's what happened in 2016 when Trump got elected. But unlike 2016, 2024 provided $45 billion in federal funding going to ICE, and a great deal of that went to no-bid contracts for CoreCivic and Geo Group, meaning they didn't have to compete in order for them to not only build new facilities, but reopen 14 defunct facilities for privately owned detention. Unlike 2016, they can now employ active hate groups with $50,000 signing bonuses. And since the 13th Amendment is still in effect, the CEO for Geo Group, J. David Donahue, and CoreCivic CEO, Damon Henninger, are technically the largest slave owners in the country. And because of all the data being gathered by this administration being weaponized by Palantir's AI-optimized technology, it can be weaponized for surgical strikes the same way it is in Israel. And because we know that they have AI-optimized information, there's no way that they believed that in a racially segregated city like Chicago, that a Latino gang like Tren de Aragua could be found in a majority black apartment complex. So in this era of strategic data collection being weaponized by a government putting boots on the ground, they knew exactly what they were doing and who they were going to hurt. I know that there's been a lot of messaging about us sitting it out, but that's going to be hard to do when ICE come break your couch. They want bodies, and they don't really care how they get them. In order to deport, you must first detain. And that's where these facilities come in. And I know that you cannot deport Black Americans, but the primary threat to Black Americans is not deportation. It's unlawful detention, property destruction, and the final D, disappearance. Listen carefully, because a lot of people miss this in the newscast about South Shore.
They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released.
All they need is a delinquent warrant. And if you think that ICE is like the police, it's not. The reason is because the police are part of a tax-paid architecture that has you able to be contacted if you are detained in a facility. That's what the collect call is about. Cash bail is predatory, but at least it's accountable. With ICE, you could get detained on a warrant and technically never be seen again without the ability for you to call or be called. And if you don't believe me, ask the 1,200 missing people from Alligator Alcatraz. That's right, we can't ask them because we don't know where they are. They're not going to Memphis and Jackson and Chicago to find Latinos. Forget the narrative, look at the numbers. The prison for profit model was based on 90s crime projections, but as we all know, crime has been falling. So them getting these contracts is a revival for the people who profit from body snatching. This is a whole new beast, and we are in a whole new ball game. And the most powerful weapon that you could ever have is an accurate assessment of the situation. So share this video out to somebody who needs to be broken out of their narrative and start facing the truth about these numbers and who profits.